Love returns where life began. Yu Long proposes to young Mie Mie at her recovery window. In a moment that could only be described as poetic, Yu Long has officially rewritten the definition of romance. After weeks of emotional breakdowns, hospital chaos, and the delicate fight to protect their unborn twins, the world finally witnessed a miracle of a different kind, a love story sealed at the very window where young Mie Mie first opened her eyes after her near-death scare. And this wasn't a scripted drama. This wasn't a film scene. This was real. This was Yu Long. On one knee. Right outside the hospital room that changed everything. The setup, silent, simple, and heart-shatteringly beautiful. Hospital staff had been warned that Yu Long would be bringing something very important to the West Wing that evening. What they didn't know was that he had spent 2 nights secretly decorating the garden just below the recovery window where young Mie Mie had first awakened after her critical collapse weeks ago. The space had become more than just a hospital view. It was her first sight of the world after surviving. It was the place she first smiled at him again. And now, Yu Long wanted to make it the place she'd say yes to forever. He worked with nurses, security, and even a few fans who had stayed loyal throughout their difficult journey. Together, they filled the space with soft fairy lights, flower petals shaped like 2 wings, and an arch made of white silk and delicate gold threads. In the center of it all stood Yu Long, silent, steady, dressed in black, holding a small velvet box. The moment that froze time. Nurses gently wheeled young Mie Mie to her window at exactly 7:06 p.m. The sun was beginning to set. The air was soft, and the room dimmed with the golden hue of evening. When she looked down, she gasped. Her hand flew to her chest. And there he was. Yu Long. On one knee. Eyes full of tears. Holding the box. He didn't speak loudly. But according to one nurse who witnessed the moment, his voice carried like poetry through the open window. You opened your eyes here. And I opened my heart. You came back to life. And I came back to love. Let this be the place where we begin everything new. Marry me, young Mie Mie. Make forever start right here. There were no TV cameras. No media vans. Just silence, and her. She didn't scream. She didn't cry right away. She nodded. Slowly. Then whispered something that left everyone in tears. You saved me. Now I'll keep you safe. Yes. The ring, the meaning, the promise. Yu Long rose, still trembling, and held up a diamond ring shaped like an infinity loop, 2 hearts curled into one endless path. Sources close to him revealed that the ring was designed months ago, even before the hospital chaos began. He had kept it hidden, waiting for the moment her smile returned. After she said yes, he blew a kiss toward her, pressing his hand to his chest. She mirrored the gesture through the glass. No words were needed. Everyone watching could feel it. This wasn't just a proposal. This was a vow written by survival, stitched by pain, and sealed by hope. Staff in tears, internet in meltdown. It didn't take long for someone to capture a grainy photo from the corridor, a shot of Yu Long standing beneath the flower arch, tears on his face, arms raised to the woman above him. That single image flooded the internet within minutes. Hashtags exploded. #Yu Long proposal. #window of forever. #young Mi said yes. #love returned. Fans wrote messages that broke records for celebrity engagement posts. I've waited my whole life to witness love like this. This isn't drama. This is destiny. She woke up to life. And now she's waking up to love. Even celebrities chimed in. Global stars posted their support, calling the moment the most romantic proposal of the year, or maybe of all time. What happens next? While young Mie Mie is still under medical observation, doctors confirmed her condition remains stable and the twins are holding on strong. The couple has not announced a wedding date, and sources say they may choose to wait until the twins are born before planning the ceremony. But one thing is certain, their hearts are already married in the ways that matter most. They have survived heartbreak, distance, collapse, trauma, and the terrifying unknown. And now, they are building something even stronger than recovery. They are building forever. After the yes, young Mie Mie's touching gesture to Yu Long melts hearts across the world. The hospital garden still smelled of roses. The fairy lights still twinkled in the fading dusk. But inside room 207, everything had changed. She had said yes. He had waited months. The proposal was over. But their love story was only just beginning. What came after that beautiful, tear-soaked moment beneath the window stunned everyone, even Yulong himself. Because just when the world thought young Mie Mie had given her all, she turned around and gave even more. A gift no one expected. Later that night, as hospital staff helped young Mie Mie settle back into bed, she asked for one simple thing: a pen and her old notebook. At first, everyone thought she was journaling, perhaps writing down her feelings after such a life-changing moment. But what she was writing wasn't for her. It was for him. Yulong had returned to his private room across the hall, emotionally exhausted, still shaking from what had happened hours earlier. He sat alone, staring at the engagement ring box, replaying every second in his mind. That was when a nurse walked in and handed him a folded page, handwritten, in her elegant script. A note that would soon go viral around the world. The letter that broke the internet. In the letter, young Mie Mie didn't just thank Yulong for his love. She told the whole truth, the part she'd hidden through pain, through silence, through all the cameras and whispers. You think I survived because I was strong. But the truth is, I only lived because you held on to me when I couldn't. You never let go, even when I forgot how to breathe. You were my heartbeat before the machines remembered how to count it. If forever with you means falling again, breaking again, I'll still say yes. Because if I fall, I know you'll catch me every time. And now, I want to catch you too. Fans would later call it the most honest love letter ever written in a hospital. It was posted on her official account hours later, accompanied by a blurry but powerful photo, the window, the flowers below, and a shadow of Yulong still standing there. Within minutes, millions of likes poured in. People didn't just read it, they felt it. Couples proposed. Strangers cried. And in that single night, their love became more than a story. It became a movement. An intimate night filled with unexpected joy. Later that evening, against the advice of hospital staff, young Mie Mie asked to see Yulong. Not through a window. Not across a hallway. She wanted him beside her. When he entered her room, the only light was a small night lamp beside the bed. She smiled. He tried to speak, but she placed her fingers on his lips and whispered, "No more questions tonight. Just stay with me." And so he did. They sat side by side, hands entwined, her head on his shoulder, their hearts finally still after weeks of storms. No press, no noise, just breath and presence. That was when young Mie Mie revealed her surprise. "I picked the names already." Yulong blinked in confusion. "What names?" She smiled. "For our twins." He froze. Young Mie Mie reached for her notebook again and showed him two names she had been hiding for weeks, written in gentle cursive. Ruoshi, meaning grace and hope. Yuhan, meaning rain and peace. I chose one name to honor the storm we survived. And one name to honor the quiet after. Yulong couldn't speak. He took her hand, kissed it, then kissed her forehead. He repeated the names quietly. Again. And again. Like a prayer. The hospital celebrates a love story for the ages. Word of the proposal, the letter, and the twin names spread through the hospital like wildfire. Staff, patients, and even visiting families paused to take it all in. Many said they had never witnessed something so real. One nurse shared with media, "We treat pain here every day. But that night, we treated love. And it healed everyone a little." Security confirmed that dozens of fans gathered silently outside the hospital that night, not chanting, not cheering, just holding candles, signs, and photos of the couple. It wasn't a celebration. It was a vigil of gratitude. Because love stories like this don't come often. And when they do, the world watches with open hearts. What's next for Yulong and young Mie Mie? Doctors remain cautiously optimistic about the twins' survival. Both babies have shown stronger vitals in recent days. Young Mie Mie's condition continues to stabilize. Sources say the couple has no plans for a grand wedding anytime soon. Instead, they want a private ceremony, possibly right there in the hospital chapel where they first held each other during Yulong's breakdown. Yu Long is also expected to release a short documentary called Two Windows, One Heart, a tribute to their love, struggle, and unborn children. But more than titles and trends, one thing is clear. This isn't just romance. It's rebirth. And when young Mie Mie said yes at that hospital window, she didn't just agree to marry him. She agreed to rewrite everything. To build a future from pieces. To rise again, not alone, but side by side.